Hello everyone, I'm Dragon Rider, and this is my reveal video for Legends of the Force, the fourth set for Star Wars Unlimited, coming July 11th. I hope that you enjoy these cards. I definitely did in reviewing them. So let's take a look at these cards. But before we jump into the two new cards they have to reveal, I want to look at the new leader that was just revealed on the main Fantasy Flight Games social channels. So this is Kit Fisto. This is an aggression and heroism leader with the action to tap one resource and exhaust, and if you attacked with a Jedi unit this phase, deal 2 damage to a unit. Its epic action you can use at 5 resources or more. You can deploy the leader, and you'll get the Kit Fisto ground unit, which is a 5 for a 1 attack, 6 health Force, Jedi, and Republic trait leader with Saboteur, and this unit gets +1/+0 for each other friendly Jedi unit. So not necessarily strong on its own, but when there are more Jedi units, definitely becomes stronger and stronger. So definitely something that you'll want to build your deck around or have at least some of those Jedi units for support. But overall, a pretty cool leader. I really like the action of the leader. Of if you attacked with a Jedi this phase, then you can deal 2 damage to a unit. Being able to kind of do some ping abilities, we've already seen be very strong and be very useful in many cases with Luke and Boba. So I am very excited for Kit Fisto and to be able to kind of up the ante a little bit on what we're doing with the leader abilities. So the first card that I have to reveal goes right along with Kit Fisto, and that is Kit Fisto's Aether Sprites. Good hunting. This is a space unit in the aggression heroism aspects. It is 5 cost and has 4 attack, 5 health. It has the Jedi Republic vehicle and fighter traits, a lot of traits. It also has Saboteur, and when played, you may defeat any number of upgrades on a unit. That is very powerful. Any number of upgrades, being able to clear out pilots, lightsabers, other upgrades on a unit can definitely help defend against people stacking multiple things onto one unit and creating a very large, powerful unit. So this can definitely combat that. And I just love the idea that this itself is also a vehicle. So after you clear out units, a unit's upgrades from maybe your opponent, then you can start stacking your own upgrades and pilots and such on Kit Fisto's Aether Sprites itself. The second card I have to reveal is Xian Flurry. This is a 1-cost cunning event that says play a force unit from your hand, paying its cost. It gains ambush for this phase. The next time it would be dealt damage this phase, prevent 2 of that damage. There's a lot going on with this card. Obviously, you do have to have a force unit to play, but for paying only 1 additional mana to play that card from your hand, giving it ambush and preventing 2 damage this phase that you play it is a lot for that single resource. So paying 1 to have all of this benefit definitely seems very useful. And there's going to be a lot of force units, so I don't see a necessarily glaring downside to this card. The only downside I can see is if maybe you don't have a lot of force units, for example, in limited structures. So if you're doing a draft or a sealed event, then maybe you don't have enough force units to really make use of this. But if you do, then definitely I think this card is great. This does seem a little bit more like a viable constructed option rather than limited, but I still can see it being played and getting used in limited formats, just because it does do so much. And I feel like ambush is critical in things like sealed and draft. So being able to ambush out a force unit and be able to prevent some additional damage seems pretty great for only one resource. I love cunning and aggression. They are my two favorite aspects. So definitely being able to see these cards, and I think see these cards that seem so cool and so powerful, it gets me very, very excited. I am already excited for force tokens and for force units, and Jedis and more of these things that we're used to seeing in some of the lore and some of the Star Wars stories. So to be able to kind of see this come into Star Wars Unlimited is super cool to me, and I am excited for these cards. But I'd love to hear what you think of these cards in the comments below. Thank you so much to Fantasy Flight Games for giving me these cards to reveal as well, and I hope you enjoyed them. And I hope that you'll enjoy playing Legends of the Force when it launches on July 11th. And for those attending, if you see me at the Galactic Championships, make sure to stop by and say hi. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.